You might be an empath if you're somebody who watches my channel. So you may already know this, but just in case you don't. A large percentage of communication is unspoken. In fact, according to some sources, non-verbal communication accounts for anywhere between 55 and 93% of what you're saying. While exact numbers might vary, what everyone seems to agree on is that unspoken communication is even more important than what you're actually saying during any given interaction. That's what we're going to talk about today at queenbeeing.com. Let's get started. My name is Angie Atkinson, and on this channel, I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. If that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and let's get going. But first, get yourself a cup of coffee, huh? One of the key aspects of emotional intelligence is the ability to understand the feelings and motivations of other people. And if that's the case, then reading body language can play a really important part in communication and understanding people. You do it all the time unconsciously, so let's take a look at how we can start to do it more consciously and maybe help you navigate through the world a little better. Let's give it a try. Here's some basics. There are a lot of different examples of body language that individual people can have. So there are different body language elements that can be interpreted to guess kind of what someone's thinking or feeling. Let's start with a few of these just to get the ball rolling, shall we? Arms folded. When you see someone with their arms folded, they're displaying a very closed off body language. That suggests that they're not interested in what's being said or that they don't agree with it. So I'm sure you've seen that a lot with narcissists. Another one is foot direction. So the direction someone's foot points when they're standing or sitting can tell you what they're really interested in. So if their feet are pointed toward the door, it might mean that they want to leave. If their feet are pointed toward another person in the room, it might be that they're interested in that person. The same often goes for the angle of their body. Here's another little tip for you, finger pointing to the temple. If someone is resting on their hand and their finger is pointed at their temple, this suggests that they're interested in what you have to say. Then there's mirroring. If you see two people whose body language mirrors each other, this suggests they have a rapport and they like each other. Then there's touching. When a man touches another man to pat him on the back or shoulder, it's often a sign of dominance, believe it or not. And it marks the initiator as the alpha. So you might notice that sometimes a guy won't like it if a guy touches him on the shoulder or in certain ways, because not because they're homophobic, but because they recognize that that guy has called himself out as the alpha. Interesting. Got to keep all this in mind. The mistake that many people make when reading body language is to look at the individual signs in an isolated way and to forget the context. So for instance, you might think that someone who has their arms crossed is closed and uninterested in what you have to say. But if it's cold, they might just be doing it to stay warm. So you got to put it all into context. On the other hand, if they're holding a glass of wine, this can prevent them from crossing their arms, though they might be creating a barrier in another way, say by holding that arm in front of them to block you emotionally in that way. So successful reading of body language is going to require that you observe clusters of signals to consider and consider the context. So if you're interested in learning more about body language, let me know. I will share more information about this. I think this is a fascinating topic, and I don't know if everybody else is interested or just me. So let me know your thoughts. I will share all kinds of good stuff for you on body language. And I'm going to link to a couple of videos up here where I talked about body language in the past too. All right? I'm going to wrap up for now. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a part of my day and a part of my life. Thank you for letting me be a part of yours. It really means a lot to me. I'll see you soon. Hugs, love, and all that good stuff. It's my mission to teach others what I know to be true. You really can create the life you want. Take care of your body. Take care of your soul. Nurture the real you and introduce him or her to the world. Be comfortable in your own skin and in your place in this world. Take your spot. Take it now. And the universe will take its cue from you. You feel me? If so, subscribe to my channel. Let's get it done together.